What's going on, guys? We're back with the new LeetCode of the day for July 6th, 2024. We'll be doing 2,582, aka Pass the Pillow. It's an easy, but this one took me literally an hour to do because the first hour I was just trying to be super cute and not try to solve it without writing it down on paper. Got frustrated, had to get the pen and paper out, and I was able to solve it in 5 minutes or whatever. So basically the point of this problem is you cannot just solve it by like hard coding a solution and just trying to loop through it. This is a math LeetCode. Okay, basically you're just going to return a formula instead of actually doing computation of like moving the pillow and passing the pillow. Okay, that's what kind of makes it fun. So we're not going to do the iterative approach. I'm going to assume you've already read this entire description. All right, if you haven't, take a second, read it now, because we're not doing that. But here it is. We're going to start with something really simple. If we're looking at this example down here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay. But if we keep extending this, like if the time allotted was greater than like enough times for it to go all the way down and then all the way back, then essentially the problem resets. So what we're going to do first, we're going to initialize a variable called jumps, and that's going to be equal to n minus 1. Okay. And that's just going to be like, basically if we have n people, we can jump 1, 2, 3 times. And then that's like half of an iteration. Okay. And then we're going to have another variable set to, basically we're going to take the time and we're going to mod it by the jumps variable. Okay. Divided by 2. Times multiplied by 2, because we want to figure out where we are in this kind of this cycle, because the cycle doesn't just go down as we see here, it goes back, it goes down and back. Okay, so we want to figure out the mod of that, which is also going to be modded by double the jump. Right, I hope you're following with this. It took me like an hour to figure out. It's okay. So now we just got to figure out if where we are in this cycle is going down or if we're coming back. Okay, so if we're going down, then your m should be less than or equal to the jumps variable, because it's like it's like if your m is less than how many jumps you have on the first cycle, right? But if it's greater than that, then it's going to be on this side. Okay. Now that matters because you're going down and then back. You're not going down and then down again and then down again, like a typical mod function. So for that, we're just going to return m plus 1. And we're going to do m plus 1 because the indexing actually starts, if you read the problem, it starts with the pillow being at 1. Okay, instead of at index 0. So that's what we're going to return plus 1. Which is just another thing that they're just trying to make this problem as hard as they possibly could have been. Okay, they're super annoying like that, but it's okay. We love a good challenge. And then if it is on the back end of the cycle, right, then we need to subtract how many people there are passing the pillow minus our mod minus how many jumps we've already done, right? And that should be good. So let's run that. Go. Syntax is good. And there we go. Ooh, look at that runtime. Beating 100%. Yeah. We could definitely improve the memory by just plugging in these values for jumps in and not actually saving them. But I wanted to make this code more readable for you guys because it's already as confusing as it could possibly be, being a math problem as it is. If you're having any problems with this, especially math problems like mathy LeetCodes where it's not like, iterative approach or BFS or something like that, where you can just think about it, draw it. It'll make it so much easier, I promise. And yeah, that's all I got for you in this LeetCode of the day. Hopefully we can see you tomorrow if I can do the next one. I had 2 mediums in a row and then finally an easy, but this easy took me an hour. So we'll see if there was a hard one tomorrow and I won't be able to do it, but oh well.